Okay, so what have I discovered about water? Well, this filter here, we had put river rock and some cake material, and it wasn't working quite as good as I wanted it to. So we added some sand, some coarse to this tank, some medium to this tank, and it was working really, really good. The problem became that there was so much rust in this thing that it started overflowing because it wasn't going through there fast enough. The other problem was, because it wasn't going through there fast enough, this is the only bubble going into this hole to create oxygen. So I came out here and the fish were up on the surface gasping for air. So I had this other submersible pump here, and I put this thing here with this thing going out this way, and there is plenty of oxygen. But prior to doing this, I took the compressor with one of these PVC pipes and put oxygen into this thing because the fish were really gasping for air. And what I discovered is that all the rust, all the iron had started to settle at the bottom. And when I took that PVC pipe and pumped air in there, it was just clouded over. You couldn't see anything. So what I did this morning, after this thing's been running here for a while, I took that submersible pump that's there, that's pumping here, and brought it up to the surface, and just by holding it near the surface, I was able to get rid of a lot of that rust. Yeah. So the other thing is, there's 3 other tanks that are full of water. Number 1, number 4, and number 5. And what I did is I took number 1 and number 5, used this pump here, and moved the water around, and they're pretty cloudy. But number 5 was done the other day. This one was done yesterday. And this one here is still pretty cloudy. Oh yeah. No. They're eating food. Yes, I put powder. See those little white things there? I put powder. Hold on, I'll be right back. This one here is still a little murky, but you can actually see the bottom. You can see it right there. Now this tank here has just been sitting here, and if you look, you can see that column going all the way down to the bottom. So everything settled at the bottom. So all this cloudiness that this water has is the iron suspended in the water. So here's a question for you guys. If you know of a way to suck up that rust from the bottom without disturbing all that, I can have some pretty clear water. The problem is, how do I do it? So send me an email, send me comments, you know, whatever you think. I need to fix this because these 4,000 little fish that are in here, sooner or later are going to get big. And when that happens, I need to move them to other tanks. So I need some clear water. I need to have the filter set up, the aerator, everything, so that when I move them, I won't have the problems that I'm having now. What'd you say, Woon?
Right now it's March. Flies through here, so they can get the oxygen.
Yeah, right now they're here. Now, what I've been thinking is, perhaps, we take a pump like this and put it in the middle and have that water go up in the air and cascade down. Or the other thing I was thinking is, I take this water here, pipe it across this whole thing to this side, and put little holes in there, so instead of having one thing dropping, I have 100 holes creating bubbles. So that's another thing that I need to fix. How to aerate this thing. Now, this is 4 meters by 4 meters by 1.8 feet, which is a lot of water. So if anybody out there knows or has any suggestions, please let us know. We need to try whatever we need to try to make this a working tank, so we can duplicate it on the other 7. All right, let us know. Write comments, suggestions, whatever you got, and we'll go from there. See ya. Okay, so this tank here was the last one to be pumped with this pump, and the water circulated and stuff. And as you can see, it's starting to settle down. You can actually see the pump down there. Tank number 5 was pumped the day before that one. And as you can see, it's clearing up very nicely. This one here, I did not move at all. I just left it alone. And you could see all the way down to the bottom is crystal clear. So tank number 8, because we're constantly pumping and moving that water around, it's dark as night. So the moral of the story here is, leave it alone and don't put any fish in there until you get this, because you have a lot of rust that's suspended in the water there, and you have to give it a few days for it to settle. Now, the problem that I have now is how to take it off the bottom. So what I think I'm going to have to do is go buy a filter type of, or filter, vacuum type of thing, so I can vacuum the bottom of this thing and get it out of there. Yeah. All right, we'll see what happens. Time will tell, and let you know as it happens. All right. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.